Saqib Uddin in the final press conference of Amir Khans, Samuel Vargas, and with me have Eddie Hearn.
Good mate, good, excited for Saturday.
Well Eddie, this Saturday your man Amir Khans, second fight under the matchroom banner. He's up against Samuel Vargas, where he's only been defeated 3 times out of 29 fights. Has been defeated by some of the best in the division, the likes of Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. But what do you feel makes Samuel Vargas the right opponent for Amir Khans at this stage?
Well, because I think it's a step up from his last opponent, and it's someone just below the level where Amir wants to be in his next fight, which is of course Pacquiao and Brook and those guys. I think Vargas is a good fighter, he's dangerous, he's going to be very game. They think that they have an opportunity to beat Amir Khans, so I think it's going to be a good solid test, and I expect a great performance from Amir on Saturday.
Well, there has to be some career-defining fights being mentioned for Amir with the likes of Manny Pacquiao, Kell, Brook. But which fight would you prefer to make next?
The Manny Pacquiao fight's a great fight, but I've always wanted to make the Kell Brook fight. You know, I can't deny that. I want to make a big all-British fight if I can, and that's a big fight. We'll see what happens, but you know, I think the fight on Saturday will tell us a lot more about when that type of fight could take place.
And also on September 8th, we see Amir Khans' former opponent Danny Garcia against Sean Porter for the vacant WBC title. I know there's been much talk for the Pacquiao-Kell Brook fight, but could the winner of that fight be on the radar down the line?
Quite possibly. I mean, a rematch with Danny Garcia would be a big fight, and it's a good fight. We'll see what happens there. But I think the main two focuses are Pacquiao and Brook.
Well, Ross, what's the situation with Kell Brook, as he was meant to fight in July? But
yeah, he got injured in that. I think he just wants to have a big fight now. You know, he's waiting. The talk of him making 147 against Khans, so he's already in camp training for that possibility. You know, he wants the big fights. He's probably got 2 or 3 fights left in his career, and he wants to make the most of it.
Well, there has been talks between yourself and 8-weight world champion Manny Pacquiao to join the matchroom banner. Have you got any updates on how them talks are going? Still
going. I mean, we talked to them this week, and we'll talk again probably today or tomorrow, and we'll see what he wants to do.
Well, 2 weeks after Amir's fight, we see Anthony Joshua headline his 4th stadium fight at Wembley Stadium against Oleksandr Usyk. But looking at Joshua consistently headlining in stadiums, do you almost want to emulate that for Amir Khans, given the big fights that have been mentioned?
Yeah, I mean, he's come into it at a slightly different stage. You know, he's obviously had some big fights in the UK, but mainly in the US. But there's definitely stadium fight opportunities for Amir moving forward, whether that's against Manny or Kell Brook.
Well, you have mentioned in the media that you believe that Deontay Wilder and this Tyson Fury will happen this year. Can you elaborate on why you
I don't. If you were to ask me whether I think it was off, my gut feeling is no, it won't. So I think they'll announce it. They'll probably announce it on Joshua Povetkin fight week because they're kinky like that, and we'll see what happens. But I think Fury's got a record of like 50% show in his last 4 fights, so I think it's 50-50 whether that fight happens or not.
Well, some people believe that this fight could be too soon for Tyson, given their layoff and the calibre of opponents he's faced in his 2 comeback fights. But do you think this fight is a bit too soon for Tyson?
Oh, much too. Yeah. Everyone in boxing knows it's much too soon, and it's a great fight for Deontay Wilder and great timing. And I can't believe they've done it, and I can't believe that Tyson's took the bait. But he must be getting 30 mil, and he's happy. So good luck to him.
Well, if September 22nd goes Anthony Joshua's way, what is next for Joshua? As from your perspective?
Well, we want the Wilder fight. You know, we want the Wilder fight, but he doesn't get back to us. No one in his team wants to have a conversation about that fight. So how can you possibly make the fight? So, you know, we'll see what the mandatories throw up, and also Dillian Whyte is a potential fight as well.
There has been a lot of talk surrounding Usyk versus Bellew for November recently. How close is that fight being announced? It's
been close. I mean, the WBA ordered a mandatory for Usyk last night with Lebedev, which hasn't helped. But we're still working on it. Hopefully, we can make that fight for November. Both guys want it, and hopefully we can get it over the line.
Well, it's almost been a whirlwind past couple of years for Bellew, as we've seen him live up to the dream of becoming the world champion at Goodison Park and beat David Haye back-to-back, all against the odds. But what have you made of the development of Toni Bellew the past 2 or 3 years?
Oh, I think it's remarkable. I mean, you know, he's a great fighter, he's a great individual, he's a great man. He deserves a huge amount of credit. You know, beat Makabu, who people now say, oh, wasn't that good. He was a very, very feared cruiserweight when Bellew knocked him out to win a world title. 2 wins over David Haye, and now he wants to step up and fight arguably the pound-for-pound #1 in boxing. So, you know, in Usyk. So he's game, he's a great fighter, never rule him out, and you know, he's had a great career and done very well for himself.
Eddie, what's your take on our Heyman's PBC deal with Fox?
It's great for boxing. You know, people keep saying, oh, it's a shootout between Matchroom, Top Rank and Al Heyman. I mean, I'm honoured to be in that mix. You know, I'm a British promoter who's going over to America to try and take control of the market over there. So we've got a great chance, it's a lot of hard work, but we're excited. And again, it's an honour to be mentioned with those names as, you know, someone who is looking to take control of the US market. People are asking who's going to win the race in the US, and I'm honoured to be in that race.
finally, Eddie, time to put your promoter's hat on. Now, why should people watch Amir Khans versus Samuel Vargas?
Because Amir Khans is one of the most exciting fighters in the sport of boxing. You know, his speed, he's electric, the atmosphere is going to be unbelievable. Vargas is going to come to fight. Got a great card, brilliant chief support, rematch of the fight of the year for the British middleweight title between Langford and Wellborn. And Amir Khans is box office every time he fights, but luckily for you this time he's not box office. So tune in and enjoy the show.
Eddie, absolute pleasure. Eddie Hearn, Fight on TV.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.